Well then, off to the Mud District. Let's hope Watley's still there.
And still alive.
Let's see.
Yes.
Let's
I'll take
see.
a look.
Got it. Interesting.
Nowadays, few people remember the reason for Everlight's wealth, the glittering mine. For a long time, it was believed that moonsilver, the most precious and most durable ore of Io, could only be mined in the Windwall Mountains, the empire of the dwarves.
Huh?
Ah,
Didn't you say...
I did, but then I realized that it might be one. Come, let us go. Follow me.
Fine. Danger up ahead!
I did not expect so many creatures.
Strange. Sure. They will burn. What? That's all? I'm only getting started. All right.
All right, here goes nothing.
Blazes! Help me, somebody! Here! Damn it! I need healing.
Killed one of our heroes.
I need help over here.
What do we need? Corporal?
That way? You got it.
Look, up ahead.
Someone's coming.
And its friend.
I know.
Let's see what they have to say. Greetings.
Rick.
Don't worry, Hubert. Judging by the sounds of fighting we heard, I take it you took care of those undead.
They're dead. We're here to ask you some
I
questions.
figured. So I'm guessing you heard the rumors, right?
Yeah, I know he might look intimidating, but he's actually quite sensitive.
If he doesn't hurt us, we won't hurt him.
He won't. Trust me, hurting anybody is the last thing on Hubert's mind. So, what do you want to know? You didn't come here to take him away, did you?
Hubert is a stone golem. Why didn't you kill these undead?
Kill? Hubert? I told you he couldn't hurt.
Why?
It was my grandfather's name. And one day, I simply started...
How?
Right. You don't. I found him laying half dead just outside this mine.
Darkness came and stole my light.
I know, Hubert.
For some reason, I immediately noticed that Hubert was different.
Who? He is not with the Creators Guild.
Well, he still owed me a favor, so... Yes, I asked him to heal Hubert. But just like when I had first seen him there, I simply knew that there was... You can figure out the rest. I took him into the mine, as the Everlight guards would have attacked him on sight. And here, we became friends.
So, you took him into the cave?
Yes. Of course, word eventually got through to the...
And before these undead woke up, this place was actually quite...
How long ago?
Let me think. Almost...
How did you become...
Rick, friendly.
Well, maybe friendship isn't the proper word for it. It's more like I care for him.
Hubert, what makes you...
I don't know.
Taught.
Yes.
Hubert is a very good student. He learned how to speak almost fluently in just a couple of months.
He could also carry the spirit of a person in him.
If so, it was the spirit of an infant. As I said, all I did was offer Hubert guidance and, well, love.
What are your plans for...
Honestly, I don't know. Hubert is such a...
Yes, friend.
Hubert, what did we say about...
Do you want me to be...
Apology accepted. Just...
Anyway, I try not to think about it. And until you showed up and killed those undead...
Alright, look. My friend here would like to learn more about Hubert's...
I don't know.
Golems were created to endure pain.
What my friend is trying to say is...
What do you think?
Fine. If you think it will help us understand...
Thank you, sir. Interesting. Truly...
So, what did you...
Not much. But let me discuss it with my...
Where is the kind sir going, Rick?
They're just going to have a talk. They'll come back.
You'll regret this.
Yes. Will do.
So let me be brief. I inspected Hubert's magical core, and it is rather unusual. It's overflowing. Unfortunately, I believe that the very same irregularity...
It is very likely that it will eventually get out of control and cause an explosion unlike anything this land has ever seen. To me, it appears we have two options.
I do not think I should make that choice. I consider myself a rational person, but I'm afraid that my fascination with the matter...
Couldn't we just take him somewhere secluded?
I'm afraid that's out of the question. We just don't know what the long-term effect of this instability would be. He could, for example, become feral and use his incredible power.
What do you mean by...
Well, the possibilities are endless. If we can replicate the structure of its core and stabilize it, it has the potential to change.
Obviously, there is no guarantee these experiments will bear fruit. We would also be risking blowing Everlight to smithereens in the process.
If I had to make a guess, I would say that there is a 40% chance that the golem will be stabilized and we will be able to harness the core. A 40% chance that it will...
That's a tough...
Of course.
So, what did you and your friend talk about?
Well, there's no good way to say this. Hubert's magic core is very unusual. It is... The only way to save him is to take him to the Creators Guild, where they can try to control his power. I'm sorry, but it's...
You bloody monster! No!
Rick, you're outnumbered, and I'm offering you and Hubert a chance. Don't you see it? You can either die here like a fool...
Well, I guess you're right, aren't you? I don't have a chance against you all.
Hubert? It's time...
What?
Yes.
Well, I must say that I'm happy you made that decision. I will see you there.
Something you need?
Yes?
We should get moving.
You read my mind.
How do you like that?
Yes?
Sure.
That's the way.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the Purity of Light's aggressive crusade for new followers.
Yes? This way, right?
What's next? Now would you look at that? Let's see.
As a neutral, apolitical association of mages solely devoted to the study of magic, the members of the Creators Guild were among the few gifted that remained neutral.
So, what's the plan?
All right, why not?
I understand.
Ah, there you are. In case you were wondering, I sent 2 mages to help Richard and Hubert find their way to the guild. It will be a marvelous... I'm still fascinated by the idea that an abundance of magic... Either way, I am ready to join you. I need to take care of some formalities first, but I'm ready to depart before next dawn. Where shall we meet? According to your story, the Shaper City is in the middle of Iskander, is it not? You have my attention.
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. Come again. May
Sounds like a
Tiara
plan.
bless your path.
Of the few refugees who make it to Everlight, many are shocked to find that their troubles do not end there. Though its neutrality as a city-state left it largely unscathed during the Mage Wars, the city has its own mountain of problems to struggle with. The biggest ones being the ever-growing gap between the rich and the poor, an uncontrollable rise in crime, and the purity of light's aggression.
Yes?
That way. All right.
What is it?
Lost souls. What a pleasant surprise.
Healing! Need!
Killed one of our heroes.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Healing!
I need help.
Killed one of our heroes.
Let me know what you need.
This isn't personal.
Sure.
As you want.
Interesting.
Dearest breath. You really killed them all. Just who exactly are you?
A former soldier. So this is the portal.
Yes.
Did you
No, it was still intact when we found it. Which is more than strange, but that's all.
How did you find it in the first place?
Hibernian stone tablets.
Teleportation.
Yes, but
I see. And how do you...
Another long story for which I...
Interesting.
Yes.
Where is that stone now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was useless. It was useless. Like, forgive me.
Where did you throw...
Yes. I remember. You'll try to find it, won't you?
Let me be the judge of...
If you insist. It's not as if I'm missing anything in that sodding city.
Yes?
You got it.
There. I think that's the shack Watley was talking about. Look at that. Could this be the stone?
Show me. Yes, that might be it. Though, that's interesting. This stone, it's ornamented with Hibernian runes, but it looks a lot like our Shaper rune.
Interesting. Well... Watley? We found...
By the... What? How is that possible?
My guess is as...
But...
Well...
I need to see.
What do we need? Let's see.
Though some cartographers may claim otherwise, the maps of Io are still far from complete. The Black Sea in particular has always invited explorers and adventurers to fantasize. Situated north of Fiara, many ships have fallen victim to its stormy waters, causing the number of expeditions to diminish.
Tiara's breath. It worked.
It felt just like traveling with a godstone.
Only that this seems to have been a one-way road. The portal is closed.
What about the portal stone?
I don't know. It seems empty. Activating that portal must have used up all of its energy. Question is, where's Watley? And is it just my imagination, or is the sun a bit lower than when we stepped through?
Possible. It's the same effect that occurs when using teleportation magic. A distort.
Agreed. Let's follow the path. He can't have gone far.
Yes, of course.
Hard to believe we're suddenly thousands of miles from Everlight. But there is something unique to this island, isn't there?
True. There are hardly any magical signatures around us. Whoever lived or lives here, they haven't been in contact with the outside world yet.
Fine.
They will fall. Understood.
Yashul Skenyar. Sak. Srar.
Give me a moment to focus.
I need help over here. Here we go.
That way. All right.
Bugger and blast it! Who were these creatures? And what?
We entered the portal just after you.
Oh, of course. The writing's meant.
Who's our friend?
I don't know.
Tunde.
Fine.
So am I.
Because we are both Kalal. You come from the... Be that as it may. I am not worthy of answering your questions.
We come from the same land?
Yes. But our ancestors left it behind.
Who is this?
Lakeshi. A renegade, a traitor. But are you...
All right.
Wait, Yaris? Tunde?
Not directly. But again, our Yaris is better fit to explain that. Now please follow me.
Sure.
Yakul!
Saris Jadul! Mekil! I thought the snake spawn got you.
They almost did. These people saved
Save for
me.
the Medusae, this place looks quite serene. Got it.
They are from the Forsaken.
By the name of the sun.
We do. And
I see. Gallus Danwaji, outsider. Thank you for saving this man.
I promise to take
I believe so. Take them to the Yaris, Mekil. She will want to know the stars spoke the truth. It was an honor, outsider.
Now would you look at that?
Tondia, outsider.
Did he just say star readings?
From the snake spawn.
Then you already have my gratitude, stranger. Mekil, you may leave.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Let's see.
Tandai. You're the outsider, aren't you? Interesting.
Well then. I'm a Shah. Holy young... Not precisely, but yes.
I'm Tahar.
I read the stars, yes. They told me that soon...
The Bloodbud.
Don't tell me. Our tribe has left the Forsaken Land for a reason, and whatever is happening there, it does not concern us. All that matters...
I hate to disappoint, but me...
Yes, it does. Even though not in the way you think. What I do, reading the constellations, it is merely interpreting a pattern that is already character.
Fascinating. This is...
In other words, you're saying that us being here is part of a pattern? So, your people...
Yes, we did. Which is why we were able to talk to one another. But that was a long, long time ago. And since you will probably ask, we left because we were persecuted.
Persecuted? Why?
Because of our faith. We followed the ancient teachings of the Hyberians, and though we were only a few and our faith was peaceful, the priestess of Tiara did not approve. We started to roam the lands in search of a new home, but wherever we went, people drove us away. Until one day, one of our sages found a portal. You can imagine the rest.
So, you worship the Hibernians?
No. They weren't gods. We follow their teachings.
Which are...
Quite simple. I know most remember the Hyberians as brutal dragon hunters, but they were so much more. I even dare say that their downfall was the worst that could happen to Io.
Oh, trust me.
Queen Aelith is a direct descendant.
Who?
Right. You wouldn't know. And you never wanted to return to...
No.
The Xarlump?
Yes, the ones who create...
You mean the Shapers?
If that is how you call them, yes.
So, we help you, and you give us...
I don't know the stone by that name.
You don't even want to know what we...
No. As I said, the outside world doesn't...
Alright, what do you need help with? Your Medusa problem, I assume?
Yes, but it's a bit... Where should I start? I have 2 sons, Dul and Shar. According to the Hyberian traditions, it was set that Dul would succeed me as the next Yaras. As you can imagine, this was never easy. Shar never accepted Dul as the legitimate firstborn.
I think I can see where this is...
It's not that simple. You see, their father died when they were both very young. Shar was frail, sensitive, and emotional. He was always sick, had horrible nightmares, and often talked about these voices he heard.
He heard voices?
Yes. Not only during the night, sometimes even in broad daylight.
What did they say?
All kinds of things. But nowadays, I simply think it was...
What kind of dreams did he...
Everything, really. A lot of it...
The sacrificed woman?
Yes. According to him, he always found himself in some temple-like room surrounded by... I talked to our shaman about this, but he said that it might simply be his fragile mind. Now...
And Dul?
He was the exact opposite. He was strong, always healthy and good with people, but hardly ever showed emotion. It was all.
How did your husband die?
His heart just stopped beating. A rare.
My condolences. What was their relationship?
Well, Dul was very distant towards Shar, and Shar hated Dul with a passion. The day things got truly complicated with.
Who taught him? I assume.
You are right. We don't. My duties as Yaris kept me from teaching him myself.
Let's cut to the chase. Where did the Medusa...
Well, it all happened a month ago. One night, Shar and Dul were gone. The next morrow, our village was surrounded.
Being a talented mage is one thing, but where...
A ritual. An invocation that has been passed down in our tribe for generations. You see, we do not know war on this island, and fate willing we never will.
So, Shar used this ritual...
Yes.
So you can read from the stars, but you did...
Yes, I knew Shar was trouble, and I knew how much he despised his brother, but to go that far? No.
But what did he want? Force you to make him...
Worse. He said that since we are too blind...
Of course.
I don't understand.
In the Hibernian Empire, it actually wasn't custom for the firstborn child of the emperor to succeed him. Instead, their heirs had to compete in a ritualized duel, which mostly ended deadly for one of the parties. That way, or...
They forced siblings to kill each other?
You're right, it is. As much as our people admired the Hyberian faith, this wasn't a custom we ever adopted. Be that as it may, for the month, Shar's had his snake spawn abduct villagers to help you see where this is going.
How am I supposed to do that?
I know that. So the first step should be to free at least some of our people he has taken prisoner. After that is done...
These villagers your son holds captive...
As far as I know, he took most of them to the ruin up north, but the place is heavily guarded by snake spawn. I feel bad to ask this of you, Tahar.
Don't worry.
Yes, I guess you have.
Why do you need me for this? You're his mother. Can't you just talk sense into him yourself?
Believe me, I've tried. And to be honest, until the first death, I thought that this was another one of his tantrums. But when the first villager his snakes captured on that first morning tried to You see, Tahar, we aren't fighters. Our magic is meant to protect, to heal, and our weapons are only meant for fish and deer. But these snakes...
If we do this...
Yes, I believe I can. But until we have our people back, he won't...
How am I supposed to make him see reason?
If only I knew. Talk to him, convince him, make him realize... But as I said, first of all, our people need to be free. I'll be here if you need anything. Now good luck, Tahar. And for what it's worth, Tondai, outsider.
I'll be off. Thanks for your time.
I understand.
A fine plan.
That way?
Got it.
Sure.
Now would you look at that?
Yes?
Will do.